Hello everyone, welcome back to Arkademy Online. Bella here again, Director of our Global Placements. Now today we're going to be talking about, let me just put on my glasses. Bella. We're going to be talking about the question of why should we hire you? Okay. It's not a question that's always asked, to be honest. Like I haven't heard somebody say they were asked that question in a long time. I think companies now have their own different ways of assessing, if a person is suitable for the role, whether it be via problem-solving exercises or anything that's relevant to their environment. But if the question does come up, how would you answer it? How would you go about telling somebody why you believe you are the perfect person for the job? Now, again, I think this type of question, relates back or is related to the strength question that we handled in my previous video. And it's all about what makes you different from the next candidate, okay? But if somebody was to ask me why they should employ me at their company, the best way for me to do it is by mentioning my achievements. All right. So, if, for example, I have saved my company millions of rands or millions of dollars on whatever project I worked on, or if I ever kind of like reached a deadline before it was due, or things that are relevant or things that are kind of like marketable for, especially if it is a fast-paced environment that you are potentially going into. You could even talk about, some of the contacts that you've brought into the company, or something that has contributed positively in the past, or maybe it could be your networking skills and how you leverage on those in order to make sure that the company is connected to major players in the industry. So just another thing that I believe is worth mentioning is the fact that, at the end of the day, you must remember that, the industry has changed so much that candidates are also nowadays interviewing their potential employers. So gone are the days where, it was just a one-sided kind of conversation where you had to just sell yourself and then pray that you've got the job. People have different preferences. People have different ideas, different ways of looking at things. And I think, the minute you figure out alignment, especially if both parties figure out alignment, then nothing can go wrong. Okay. Now, from your research, firstly, have you figured out, if this company aligns with your values, with your plans for your career? Because that's also another way of looking at answering this type of a question. Because I could say, I noticed that you are heavily involved in charity work, for example, if that's what the company does. And if it's something that you hold very dear to your heart, first of all, they will appreciate the fact that you've done your research on the company, but also they'll appreciate that, you hold the same values. And it could be with anything. It could be with whether it's a company that maybe puts a lot of emphasis on keeping up to date with the technology, or whether, they're very big on mentorship, all that stuff would be very important to mention, because already you are highlighting that there is alignment. And generally when there is alignment, it basically means that, the sustainability that, already we are able to invest in this person, because they do trust that you will stay with their company for years to come. So I think that is probably the most important part of it, because at the end of the day, you can have all these achievements, and you could be like, saving companies lots of money and contributing this or that. But if there's no alignment at the end of the day, I strongly believe that, it gets quite risky. Yeah, so I definitely believe that that's one of the things that's worth mentioning by when you answer this question of, why should we employ you? And I think also, if you are bold, you can ask the follow-up question, why should I work for you? And give the company the opportunity also to sell themselves to you and then at the end of the conversation, hopefully you've already determined if that is the right opportunity for you at the end of the day. Yeah, I hope that was helpful. Like I said, I always say I am available. My email address is info@arkglobalplacements.com. We do assist candidates in preparing for interviews. That is a service that we offer free of charge at Ark Global Placements. So if you ever want to jump on a call, or if you want to have a conversation to prepare for your interview, please do reach out to us. We are here to help you. But you have a lovely day further, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.